In the vast, untamed stretches of the North Pacific, a silent drama unfolds. Beneath icy waves, unseen armies migrate, their movements dictated by ancient rhythms. Above, colossal structures, intricate in their design, patrol the unforgiving waters. These are not just ships, they are mobile cities, self-contained worlds built for one purpose. What drives them to these desolate latitudes? What treasure do they seek in the biting wind and perpetual bloom? The ocean holds its secrets closely, but for those who dare to venture, immense rewards await. A harsh frontier. A relentless pursuit. The target of this relentless quest is a fish often overlooked, yet it fuels a global industry of staggering proportions. Alaska pollock. Small, silver, schooling in colossal numbers, it thrives in the cold, nutrient-rich waters of the Bering Sea and Aleutian Islands. But finding these elusive masses, these oceanic nomads, is no simple feat. They move with the currents, respond to subtle shifts in temperature, hiding within the ocean's immense volume. To harvest them demands technology, endurance, and an almost intuitive understanding of the deep. A critical species. An immense challenge. These are not your grandfather's fishing boats. The vessels hunting Alaska pollock are factory trawlers, engineering marvels designed for total self-sufficiency at sea. Stretching hundreds of feet, they house sophisticated navigation systems, colossal processing plants, and vast freezing chambers. Every inch is optimized for efficiency, for maximizing catch, for transforming raw fish into a finished product before touching land. They can remain at sea for weeks, even months, a testament to their self-contained power. What complex web of systems allows them to sustain such an operation? The North Pacific is a realm of extremes. Gale-force winds, towering waves, and icy temperatures are the norm. Visibility can vanish in a moment, replaced by dense fog or blinding snow. Yet, through this chaos, the factory trawlers must navigate with precision. Advanced sonar and satellite technology pierce the veil, mapping the ocean floor, identifying thermoclines, and, crucially, locating the dense schools of pollock. It's a constant battle against nature, a high-stakes game where one wrong move could mean disaster. How do they find their way in such a turbulent world? The initial search is a patient, painstaking process. Captains and their crew study oceanographic data, historical catch records, and real-time sonar readings. They seek the telltale signatures, vast, dark clouds on their screens, indicating schools that can stretch for miles. It's a blend of science and seasoned intuition, an art perfected over decades. The pressure is immense, fuel is finite, time is precious. Every pass, every scan, is a gamble. Where do these fish hide? And how do you ensnare such a colossal, moving target in the boundless ocean? Once a promising school is located, the ship shifts its strategy. It's a ballet of heavy machinery and human coordination. Giant trawl nets, often larger than football fields, are deployed from the stern. These aren't delicate tools, they are industrial-strength labyrinths of specialized netting, designed to withstand immense pressure and hold unfathomable weights. Towing the net requires precise speed, depth, and trajectory, constantly monitored. The ocean itself seems to resist, pushing back against this intrusion. What incredible force must be unleashed to pull such a massive net? The tow can last for hours, sometimes an entire shift. The ship moves slowly, deliberately, pulling its vast net through the depths. On board, monitors display real-time data, net depth, opening, and, most critically, the density of the fish accumulating inside. It's a tense waiting game. Too short a tow, and the catch is meager. Too long, and the net might burst, or the quality of the fish could degrade. Every decision is critical, balancing risk and reward. The ocean continues its silent pressure. What secrets does the sonar reveal during these anxious hours? Then, the moment of truth. Massive winches groan and strain, their cables thicker than a man's arm. Slowly, agonizingly, the net begins its ascent from the crushing depths. Water streams away, revealing a dark, bulging mass. The sheer volume is breathtaking, a silver tide emerging from the ocean. It's a testament to raw power, both human and mechanical. The ship lists, responding to the colossal weight. What untold numbers of creatures are contained within this single, immense haul? The ocean's bounty, now at the surface, ready for transformation. Thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, of fish cascade onto the deck. It's a living, shimmering carpet, a testament to the ocean's productivity. But not all fish are destined for the processing lines. An initial sorting begins, often by automated grates that separate by size. Crew members swiftly remove any bycatch, other species accidentally caught, ensuring only the target pollock moves forward. Every moment counts. The clock begins ticking for freshness, for quality. How quickly can this living deluge be processed? From the deck, the pollock are swiftly channeled into the heart of the ship, the factory. This isn't a messy, chaotic scene. It's a highly organized, sterile environment, humming with precision machinery. The fish enter automated processing lines, designed to handle immense volumes with incredible speed. Here, the transformation from raw catch to valuable food product truly begins. What complex network of conveyors, blades, and sensors orchestrates this journey? The ship now becomes a relentless engine of conversion, a floating production line. Inside the factory, human skill meets mechanical ingenuity. Machines rapidly gut, head, and fillet the pollock. Laser precision guides blades, minimizing waste and maximizing yield. This is a high-volume operation, where seconds per fish add up to tons per hour. The efficiency is astounding, a testament to decades of engineering refinement in the seafood industry. Every cut, every movement, is calculated to preserve the quality and value of the catch. How does such delicate work occur amidst the constant motion of the ocean? Even with automation, human oversight remains critical. Throughout the processing line, dedicated crew members perform rigorous quality control checks. They inspect fillets for imperfections, ensure proper cleaning, and monitor machinery for optimal performance. This human element is the final safeguard, ensuring that only the highest quality product advances to the next stage. It's a constant vigilance, a dedication to maintaining the value of their hard-won catch. What standards must each fillet meet before it is deemed ready? Once filleted and inspected, the pollock moves to the freezing chambers. Speed is paramount. Industrial blast freezers rapidly lower the temperature to well below freezing, locking in freshness and nutrients. The fish are often block frozen or individually quick frozen, IQF, depending on their intended market. This process is crucial. It halts degradation, allowing the product to be stored for extended periods without loss of quality. How long can these fish remain perfectly preserved, miles from any port? The cold, an ally in this transformation. The now frozen pollock is carefully packaged and labeled. Specialized machinery bundles fillets into cartons, ready for the global market. These cartons are then moved into vast, refrigerated cargo holds, stacked with meticulous precision. Each hold can store thousands of tons of seafood, a testament to the ship's incredible capacity. The finished product, pristine and perfectly preserved, awaits its journey home. The factory trawler is not just a harvester, it's a complete supply chain, self-contained and efficient. An entire cargo, ready for the world. After weeks, sometimes months, of relentless operation in the North Pacific, the factory trawler finally turns for home. Its holds are full, a bounty of processed pollock ready for distribution. The journey back is a moment of reflection, a quiet respite after intense labor. But even then, the ocean remains a challenge. Storms can still brew, ice can still form. The ship, once a hunter, now becomes a silent transporter, carrying its invaluable cargo across vast distances. What markets await this precious harvest? And what will become of it? Once at port, the frozen pollock quickly moves into the global supply chain. It becomes fish sticks in European supermarkets, surimi in Asian markets, and countless other products worldwide. This unseen fish, harvested from the remote North Pacific, feeds millions. The journey from dark ocean depths to dinner plates is a marvel of industrial efficiency, a testament to human ingenuity in harnessing nature's resources. But as these operations expand, as technology advances, new questions emerge. What is the true cost of such abundance? And what lies ahead for the invisible hordes of the North Pacific? The scale of Alaska pollock fishing is undeniable, supporting both vital ecosystems and human economies. Yet, such immense operations invariably leave echoes. Scientists meticulously monitor stock levels, aiming to ensure sustainable practices. Regulations are complex, designed to balance harvest with ecosystem health. But the ocean is a dynamic system, constantly shifting. How do we truly measure our impact on these vast, interconnected webs of life? What unforeseen consequences might ripple through the marine environment from such large-scale removal? The balance is delicate. The future, uncertain. Beyond the machinery and the fish, are the people. The crews of these factory trawlers endure incredibly demanding conditions. Long shifts, isolation, and the constant motion of the sea forge a unique kind of resilience. They are the eyes, hands, and hearts of this operation, living far from home, bound by shared purpose. Their commitment is unwavering, their skills honed by years of facing the raw power of the ocean. What drives individuals to dedicate their lives to this arduous, yet essential, work? A life on the edge, sustained by a deep connection to the sea. The saga of Alaska pollock fishing is a testament to human enterprise and nature's generosity. It's a story of incredible technology, harsh environments, and the global appetite for seafood. As the world population grows, so does the demand. The industry continually evolves, seeking new efficiencies, new ways to operate responsibly. But the horizon is vast, and new challenges always emerge. What future awaits these colossal factory trawlers and the invisible hordes they pursue? The North Pacific continues its silent vigil, holding secrets yet to be fully understood.